Good morning. We are here in the Flat Tops Wilderness, about to start on Marvine Lakes Trailhead. We have somewhere between 9 to 10 days worth of food in our packs, and it is August 23rd, and clear skies. We just left South Colorado. The Weminuche did not do a backpacking trip there. It was raining pretty heavily, so let's get started in the Flat Tops Wilderness. It's pretty quick, concise. Just broke out into the wilderness. There's Matt up ahead with Shasta. Marvine Lake, it's one of the smaller lakes. Kind of got storms on the forecast. Open to another meadow. I think we're just about to hit Marvine Lakes. Marvin Lakes, god damn it. This outgoing storm is casting some pretty cool colors as the sun goes down. I mean, these colors are pretty unbelievable. This, oh, bye duckies. Go duckies, go. Yes, sir. That's it. Nice storm. Well, good morning. Day number 2. We packed up our camp, did a little meditation. Matt is putting on his pack. And we are starting up Marvine Lakes Trail towards Lost Solar Park. A little bit clearer skies today, although those clouds are building. Here's a view of the other Marvine Lake. I don't think it's Upper Marvine Lake. I see a little boat over there. Interesting. There's a decent bear print. Beautiful trail, just walking right next to the lake. It's right there. I don't know if you can see the shore of it. Walking alongside this mountain meadow. All right, so we've reached the end of Marvine Lakes. Watching an elk and her fawn enter the lake. Trying not to keep my dog from breaking me by snatching me. See if I'm getting close. Sorry for shaky cam. You can barely see him now. Just going through another meadow. Shaky cam. bit of lunch. Got a friend here who also likes lunch. That's got Fritos. Shasta does not like the flies. Here's a video looking back at the trail that we just came up. Still not quite at the little baby pass that leads to a plateau. A lot of questions in our future. We want to avoid that. I don't know if it's coming out clear enough on the camera, but there's some thunder. We're gonna set up before we hit that for sure. But at this moment, at least where we're at, it's still sunny. So we've made camp for night number 2. Lost Solar Park. Made it all the way here. The weather has improved. And this is our view for the night. My dog is complaining. He's just not happy about any of this. All right. I think that's about the end. That's about the end of night number 2. We're all packed up. Day 3 is underway. We're headed to, I don't know, Meadow Campgrounds. Show you on the map later. We're going to be taking, is it Lost Solar Creek Trail? Jeez.
For a minute.
For a minute, and then we're taking a junction that leads Nichols Creek, Matt says. So we're going to take somewhere in this drainage off that direction, and far down there is where we're probably going to drop into the meadows. Camped right by these spur of trees last night, and this was our view. We're at the junction of this trail, which is really the same trail we're staying on, Nichols Creek Trail. We're going to stay on Nichols Creek Trail at this junction right over here by that lake, and it's going to drop off. You can see the valley below in front of us. We're going to take that to the South Fork of the White River. That was Matt. Matt's got gas. Still headed down. You can clearly see the South Fork of the White River that we're headed to. Here's an even better look at the South Fork of the White River. We're approaching our camp for the day. We might camp somewhere down in here, looking for like a grove of trees along the river. We can kind of get some protection so should these skies break open, falling. Well, we are in the meadows, almost to the trailhead. There's Matt. Trying to find a place to camp for the night. These meadows aren't really offering much protection from the rain and the elements. This is a cool video of Matt stopped. Oh, is he moving again? He is. Might have been peeing. Hey, Matt. Good morning, everybody. Today is day 4 of our backpacking trip. We are just about packed up. Came in kind of late last night, and we were able to have a fire despite getting rained on during it. We are at the Meadows Trailhead. Came in on that trail, and then we're going to head up Pond Creek Trail to some lakes at the Shepherd Lake. So that's about it. Only about 5-6 miles today, but straight uphill, about 3,000 feet of elevation. And yeah, yesterday was good. The meadows were beautiful, and looking forward to today. So going to show you what we did on the map yesterday. So day 2's campsite was somewhere at Lost Sailor Park. That was beautiful meadows there, beautiful meadows here. Then we took Lost Sailor Park down Nichols Creek Trail all the way down. Once we started the decline, this was a beautiful trail. Nichols Creek had lots of beautiful meadows, just a great hike. And then once we came down the drop off to the South Fork of the White River, the views really started opening up around here. You could see all these mountain meadows on this adjacent mountain, and looking down the South Fork of the White River was pretty fantastic. We opted not to camp in here, and we came down the meadows towards the trailhead since we're going to start up here today on day 4, the Pond Creek Trail. But there wasn't really any campsites in here. It was really flat, open. I mean, for a clear day, it would be great, but absolutely no tree coverage. Definitely wouldn't have a fire in here. Kind of sketch. So we're actually camped right up above the trailhead, and we're going to start on Pond Creek Trail. There's Matthew stopping to soak in the cloud rays. Headed up Fawn Creek Trail. Shasta seems in good spirits. I thought his hipsy might be bothering him, but he's bouncing around camp all today. I think a lot of times when we're camping or hiking with him, he may just be experiencing paw sensitivity. But that's our camp down there. You can actually see the trailhead sign right there. We're camped right here at this tree. If you can see off in the distance, someone's got some horses down there. Oh, they're running all around. They're being really good. Shasta. I don't think he's gonna go after the horses. Yeah, it's starting to get pretty chilly. We're in some high alpine meadows now, but skies are pretty ominous.
This face is ominous.
I only got your eyeballs.
Aww.
I didn't even get to see your face. These eyeballs are ominous. This is Matt's frog tog pant, jacket, pack, umbrella combination. So we are here at Shepherd's Lake. This is our view for the night for the next 4 or 5 minutes. Allow me to show you the view that we've had since we showed up here. Really super epic. Clouds, thunderstorms, ice cold freezing rain, and temperature drops, I'm guessing 20 to 30 degrees. It's freezing. But maybe it will clear tomorrow and we'll have some good weather. Well, good morning, everybody, from Shepherd Lake. Turn you around a minute and give you a bird's eye view of all that we're looking at. It is bluebird skies. We are charging some of our stuff, just kind of taking a 0 day almost. Last night it was cold and wet, but it was worth it. It's a beautiful day today. Here's our look from Shepherd Lake from campground this morning. That is Shingle Peak, just under 12,000 at 11.9. And there's Turret Peak off in the distance, which looks like a perfectly shaped turret. There's a lake. We said we were going to take a 0 day, but there's a lake about 3 miles that direction on the back side, or the opposite side of where we're looking, underneath Shingle Peak. So we think we're going to make 3 miles today and head up to that lake just to kind of knock out a few miles for tomorrow. We don't need a complete 0 day, so yeah, just beautiful around here, man. Given what we went through yesterday, torrential downpours, thunder, storm, and weather somewhere between 50 and 40s while we were hiking. It is very nice out today. We have packed up campsite. It's 12:38. One more look at Rim Lake as we make our approach to Shingle Mountain. So this is looking the direction of the trail right behind us. You can see Shingle Mountain behind me. There's some clouds brewing. Sorry for Shanky Cam. And then behind us, a wall of rain and thunder. So we're gonna try and book it out of these meadows. We have crossed over a little hump. So view on the other side. This wind is chilly. I mean, it doesn't really look much worse than it did before, but it's kind of chilly. This is like a corner end of Shingle Rock. So I think we'll go down here and then come down for Shingle. If that's where we head, go down here to my hiking partner and pull out the map and consult it. On our way to Shingle Peak, or Shingle Lake. Shingle Lake, and that is Shingle Peak above it. Shasta just got done chasing a bunch of elk, one bull with a giant rack and 2 cows. He's back again for the party. Thank you, bud. Let's go. Shingle Lake. Right below Shingle Peak. Here's one last look at Shingle Mountain, our campsite for the night before we go to bed. Well, cook dinner, have some hot toddies, all that stuff. Here's a look, looking back in the meadows where we came up from. Here's a look at Shingle Mountain. You can see why they call it Shingle Mountain. Look at these things. Looks like shingle's all right. Goodbye, Shingle Lake. Matthew McConaughey.
Hi. All right, all right, all right.
Here we come, Wall Lake, and eventually Twin Lakes. One last look at Shingle Mountain as we continue down the trail towards Wall Lake. Okay, Shasta. It's beautiful and deadly up here. I can imagine no other place worse than to be on like some never-ending high alpine meadow, 11,200 feet, with lightning strikes around you. It's awe-inspiring and terrifying at the same time. There's Wall Lake. We're just taking a
This case is just standing on this, dude. This is like an overhang.
second to overlook.
Like straight up, this could fall.
We're standing on a wall, and it looks like it's bordered by a wall that drops off into a cavern or a canyon. Wow, that's pretty cool, but we're gonna keep going because lightning.
One more thing. Seth, how do you feel?
Frightened.
That's the right response.
Somewhere between frightened and terrified.